Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Bitcoin, and let's dive in the 1 hour chart. This is the daily. We're gonna move to the daily chart later on, but of course we need a quick update for the lower time frame because it's a major answer here for what we might get in the daily as well. So basically yesterday we were looking for a potential W and X and a wave Y here when the price was pushing very low, and very close to invalidation of anything bullish, meaning if this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, the wave 4 was very close to get an invalidation over here until the news of the war that has ended came up, of course, and this is a very bullish for the market. It's a relief. Of course, we cannot really expect the news. It was supposed that the things are going to the worst case scenario even regarding the war until the totally opposite came up. So, which I call it somehow that was also kind of like manipulation for the market, honestly. Now, of course, we're happy that the war has ended, but of course, hopefully for for sure, and not coming back for a new war later on, damaging the markets again. So basically, what we get is a very strong impulse toward the upside. However, what is very interesting to talk about here is this structure still not looking like a perfect 1-2. In case that this is a 1-2, well, we have to consider it as a 1A, B, and a C here, expanding flat for a wave 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 for a wave 3, then wave 4 and a 5 to continue toward the upside. As you can see, the price has reached our bullish area, which is of course the breakout area for bullish. We didn't broke it yet. We need to get out. Yeah, we need to get out of this area and we need to break it. So far we took only the pre-confirmation for higher with this impulse. Now I'm expecting still internally a wave 5 to be unfolding here somehow. That because on the 15-minute chart as well, we are looking here at a potential 1-2, and then wave 3, wave 4, no invalidation, very tiny gap. Then we have a 1-2 here, a massive wave 3, and a wave 4, 5 should still be unfolding toward the upside. So we will see how this is going to unfold. But yes, higher prices are still expected unless we are here still in an ABC, which still one more high. And if the price cannot break this zone, this bullish breakout area, if we cannot break it and taking the confirmation for a bull market at 76K here, well, we might be still in a sideways triangle as a wave A, and then wave B, and then large wave C, and a D, and a E, and then pushing down later on. So this scenario is getting closer on the daily for our shallow scenario as a bear market. If you remember, where we have the following scenario as a bear market, that it might be hitting this area. And so basically, I'm gonna move this just to see the patterns. So this triangle that it is unfolding over here as an A, B, C, D, and an E, and then pushing toward the downside in a wave C, meaning here kind of like a W and X and a wave Y, that it might be unfolding in a bigger or larger pattern, that it can hit our wave 2, which is a shallow bear market here, hitting the timing and the zone required for the fib levels. So in case that this happens, and currently can be a very likely scenario unless we take the confirmation for higher, meaning we break out of this pattern, taking the high of this A, B, and a C, meaning this is the first scenario, A, B, and a C, and that means you want to take the high here as a 1-2, and then wave 3, 4, 5, then coming back for something bearish, which it might be here a 3 ways down, 3 ways up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a regular flat. But somehow I doubt it, guys. I think that this might be something a little bit much more higher for a wave B, because in a regular flat you would like to seek after the 0.9 Fibonacci level, or 0.7 around this area. So as an A, B, and a C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 towards the downside. Therefore, a smaller ABC also is a little bit doubtful here in this area. I think that it might be at least in double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, and a 5 to finish wave A. then a wave B, and then a wave C to finish up here a regular flat in case we don't take the high. However, because of the double 1-2 and we are expecting double 4-5 here, we might reach already this area as a wave A. And if you're looking after a wave B here and then a wave C, it might be very extended here by taking the all-time high and of course triggering something as a new all-time high, thinking that we're pushing even towards the 200k, but this might be definitely a wave B in an expanding flat as three waves down, three waves up, and then aggressive move again toward the downside to finish up in time here required for wave 2, because this is the minimum requirement, by the way. This is not the perfection of the time would be over here, because the wave 1 here as a bull run, as you can see, is very long in time. Yeah, so we have a wave 1 here. You need at least this time to finish a correction as a bear market. So I doubt definitely that we're pushing in a bull run here as a 200k, but it can be a new all-time high. That is for sure for Bitcoin as well, and a possibility for an A, B, and a C 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, of course, that is the deep bear market, which it might need more time, even as you can see here. But the bear market is very, very far from this possibility. That because of the channels are not yet even broken. And yesterday we saw a very interesting price here breaking the middle line of the base channel. So yes, you have to forget a little bit about the deep bear market, guys. Very likely that we are still pushing for higher, especially after yesterday price here. We see the base channel middle line is broken, and we're still looking for a structure to be finished over here. Maybe an A, B, and a C taking the upper side for this base channel and then pushing down. But it may be also the triangle here that we mentioned breaking or hitting this upper side of the channel and then pushing toward the downside for another zigzag, which it might continue inside the same channel here, as we mentioned with our flat here, which it might be unfolding as well in WX and Y. So yeah, very likely that higher prices are to be seen for Bitcoin as well in the next days. Despite this correction right now, of course, unfolding a wave 4. I'm still looking here for something to push for higher. This is unfinished yet, impulse. If this does not finish a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, there is also a question mark there, because this might turn into something corrective if this just end up just like that. We don't see a wave. We don't see a wave 4 yet. Wave 4 and a 5. So if this is your 1, 2, you have kind of like a 1, 2, 1, 2 here even, or I would say it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2 here, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3. So it's a clear wave 3 over here, and we need a wave 4 and then wave 5. Now this wave 4, it looks somehow as 5 waves, so we gotta be careful, and it took so much time so far. So we need to continue toward the upside, meaning this has to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If the things drop down again, we gotta be careful. It might be a red flag again. Something is going on. Hopefully not a war again. But yeah, hopefully that the things this time just continue with one direction. Yeah, so we need to break some areas here. We need to break this blue area or this green area for bullish. In case the things come back for bearish here, that would be horrible. Yeah, so we need to break it anyway. So we need a breakout. Hopefully that we get it, and yeah, hopefully that we get it, and we don't just keep ranging for other months here in a triangle, because this will take a very, very long time, guys. We have already months of ranges since February here. Since February, we are already in April, so it's already 4 months is ranging in the same area almost. And we might get another 3 months. So that would be a half year just ranging in this area. So yeah, we'll see, guys, what's gonna happen for Bitcoin. I'm still expecting then higher prices. And this correction should unfold a wave 5. Yeah, this correction in the top here should unfold a wave 5. Hopefully we'll break out with it. I mean, if the things becomes much more bullish and we break out, then of course expect here to push towards the 100k even. Yeah, so it's very, very likely for Bitcoin to happen in case we break this area. That was it for Bitcoin. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye. Before you leave, make sure to join our private Discord community. There you will get daily updates faster than YouTube, plus exclusive bonus trading signals for the gold, silver, Bitcoin, and stocks. You can also request one special technical analysis every day and get access even to our only members video on YouTube and also on Discord. And stay ahead, of course, with economic and political news that actually moves the market. And of course, we do regular Q&A sessions so you can get your questions answered directly in the Discord. And of course, if you're serious about leveling your trading, the Discord link is below in the description and in the comments. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.